Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Pike over here. Welcome. This is about Bitcoin scarcity. So now I'm just showing you this equation, which is basically the mean, which is like the heart of Bitcoin um, after the difficulty adjustment and the mining, which is all of them all interconnected. So what is that? Well, basically, it's just a math function. You have basically this number in the middle, which is 210,000. That's the uh, basically number of block before the next halving, right? So, so this is that, and you have basically, and the I is the next halving, right? So I is the next halving, and then you have the 32, which is the number of halving, right? So the last halving is gonna be in 2140, and yeah. So in it to visualize when I talk about halving, this is basically how the halving works. So you have this the first since 2009, January 3rd, 2009 was 50 Bitcoin per block every 10 minutes. So you have that. That's 2009. And then in 2012, it cut in half. It was 25. 2016 in half, 12.5. And now in 2020 was in 6.20, right? Since 2020 till today, it's 6.25 till this day, and it's gonna cut in half again in 2024. So so this is exactly that, and I want to show you also. This is the same equation over here. So when you divide, this function, it gives you all 21 million, right? So when you do the all the sum, right, it equal to 21 million. This is how you get the 21 million, right? So and you have over here, and when you take the 50 divided by 2 to the I, that's the number of Bitcoin issued per block, right? That's how you get how many Bitcoin every block, right? Because it's divided, it's a 50, which was the initial value, right? That was the first amount, and you divide it by 2 to the I, which is what is the epoch at the time. The epoch at the time to now is 3, right? We're on the third epoch. So you take 50 divided by 2 to 3, right? So this is how you get that, and the last one is going to be in 2140. So this is why Bitcoin is so scarce and Bitcoin is time, because we know exactly in what time we're going to have the last block. Not the last block, sorry, the last Bitcoin to be mined, like the last Satoshi. So, and then we're gonna keep having block, right? It's not like people are not when people are mining, they are not creating Bitcoin. Those Bitcoin already existed. They are not unlocked yet, right? That's the only thing, right? So they're just not unlocked yet. So and uh, let me go over mining because this chart you're looking at, this is just basically the hash rate, the blue line, the blue chart. Is a hash rate, and just the distribution. You see the ban and into 2021, China ban, and then the hash rate drop. Look at what happened to the difficulty adjustment. The difficulty adjustment to react to the hash rate, because so the difficulty adjustment drop as well. Why? Because the time machine has to be stable every approximately 2 weeks, right? You need to be able to adjust so the block time come at 10 minutes every time in average. So in order for the block time to maintain that in average, the difficulty has to drop when when the miner when too many miner drop out. Right? When you have a lot of miner drop out, the difficulty drop. So more the the only reason for that is because to keep the time stable. It's just to make sure every block happen every 10 minutes. This is the I'm gonna show you the block time over here. Right? So this is the block time machine. So this is basically the last block that just happened, right? So and you have the time 9 minutes ago. This was 34 minutes ago, 37 minutes. It's not consistent like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. No, it's not consistent. It's probabilistic. But in average, in 2 weeks, you would see like you would have a approximate amount of block, right? Every 10 minutes, right? So that's the point here. Now, the worry is you have mining pool like Foundry US having mining or most of the block every time, right? So that's a worry because now they hold like huge, like 26.75% of the hash rate. That's very big. And you have end pool at like 25%, 25.5. That's really big. That's a lot. So one of the problem here because I don't understand why Foundry is making like all the blocks, but I'm gonna address this problem in the white paper because Satoshi addressed it and why we don't have to worry about this, right? So we consider the scenario of an attacker trying to generate an alternate chain faster than the honest chain. Now, what he's talking about is when you have basically a this is just a different thing. Okay, now he's talking about when you have a like an attacker. Let's say somebody or a pool, right? So you have a mining pool that's trying to misbehave. Let's say they have 50% of the hash rate. You can make it to 51% attack, right? If you have 51% of the hash rate. But at that time, your 51% of the hash rate is so big, right? So you have too much stake on the system, right? Because I mean, you pretty much own most of the block that are coming out is coming out to you, right? So all the reward you're getting it. So if you're trying to break the system, first of all, you're gonna break all your miners. You're gonna be worthless. All your money invested, and the system gonna be worthless. And by the way, Foundry US doesn't own all those miners, right? So if they start to misbehave, most of those miners gonna drop out. They're gonna remove the hash rate from them to another mining pool, and let's say they don't realize that Foundry is misbehaving. Well, what those miners, let's say they try to do the attack, right? The problem here, Satoshi said, even if this is accomplished, it does not throw the system open to arbitrary changes. So they can't change the system because the real change has to be done through the node, right? So you see the pleb on the running our own node, right? So they can't co-opt the system because the nodes govern the network. It's not the miners. The miners are just working for the node and provide a service, right? So when you run a node, this is why you are self-solving when you're running a node, right? Running a node is more important than just mining. Mining is good. I mean, it's good to mine if you want to mine. If you have extra energy, you should, right? But running a node is much more important, right? So because you can verify your own transaction, right? If you a miner, right? If you're a miner, it's good. It's important for you to have a node. But if you are running a node, it's not important for you to be a miner. Okay, so that's that. And what it's saying, yeah, say yeah, they can't make arbitrary changes just like that, such as creating value out of thin air. They can't double spend, taking money that never belongs to the attacker. They can't just take money, let's say your Bitcoin from your wallet, they can't take it out, right? So nodes are not going to accept an invalid transaction as payment. Right? My node is not going to validate a fake transaction from the miner that's making it 51% attack. My node is not going to care about that, right? So it's going to say, oh, this is just a fake transaction. It's going to reject it, right? So nodes are not going to accept invalid transaction, and honest nodes will never accept a block containing them, right? So honest node is not gonna take the block, right? When the block gonna come, it's gonna say, hey, this is an invalid block. It's gonna reject the block. All right. So okay, that's that. And it's talking about an attacker can only try to change one of his own transactions to take back money he recently spent. So what he can do, he can just say, let's say he sent a transaction, let's say 1 minute ago, and then he send it to one, maybe a soccer who want to receive Bitcoin. He send it to and say, hey, I pay you, and then the transaction gonna go to the guy, and then he gonna take the transaction right after he send it, and he gonna send it back to his own wallet. So, but he has to be very quick, because if he's not quick, if there's another block that happen, he cannot really, you know what I mean? So he cannot really erase that. You cannot go back in time with Bitcoin. So this is why also Bitcoin is time and so scarce and so important, because you cannot push back time. Whatever happened in time, you can never go back in time. Never. Nobody ever have been able to go back in time. So you cannot forge the blockchain. You cannot go back in time with the blockchain. That's the only thing we can be certain of in the planet right now. The Bitcoin blockchain. You can never go back in time. So Bitcoin take advantage of that and embedded it into the reality, our reality of life. So I'm gonna leave that for now. And he went to all the probability for an attacker to, uh, take control of the network. He went, the probability was, all those simulation of the code, see all the probabilities. I will let you guys check it for yourself. But I want to go, this is a difficulty. I'll show you guys that. And I told you the difficulty is there to maintain the 10-minute block time. You have miner, and the other thing too, when you have miner, you have a better idea. For example, you want to create, let's say, a company that make better chip, made better computers, supercomputers. Well, this computer is gonna go obsolete, and you're gonna have better computers take over, right? So it doesn't matter. Difficulty gonna readjust. This is the part that most people don't understand. It's like the difficulty doesn't care. The Bitcoin network doesn't care. It just need, if you want a strong computer, a lot of energy. If you, let's say the Bitcoin network is in exahash right now. It's about 200 exahash. I'm gonna show you the, you know, the hash rate is at 206 exahash. Let's say the hash rate go to uh, let's say the hash rate, this is exahash. Let's say the hash rate go to zeta hash. If it go to zeta hash, like 10,000 times, more energy, like, sorry, 1,000 times more energy, it doesn't care. The Bitcoin will be able to handle it. The Bitcoin network will be able to handle it. You see? So this is the reality here. So, in the game theory, right? So you have more energy, it will take it. You have better computers, it will take it. That's why quantum computers cannot crack Bitcoin, because even though whatever you want to do with it, well, Bitcoin will adopt it. You see. So and then we have this is that, and this is also what I was talking about time, right? So It's time, because we know they set value in time, and we know when the last Bitcoin, the last Satoshi will be mined, right? It's up to you. You can get it now. You can speculate on it right now. You can say all the things you want now, or you can just buy it and wait, right? So, or you can work harder for it in the future. You see, so that's why I educate more and more people about DCA. Keep it simple, stupid simple, right? So this year, I always show you guys this chart every week on my update. This year that BDC. Not everybody is giving you this content out there. Most people is just about fear. It's all about like all this to try to get your attention, get views. But me, I just want to give you the truth there. Like, what I mean? I want to keep it stupid, simple, clear, honest, and give you the signal. Like, let's say you put one or $10 every week into Bitcoin for the last 9 years, like $10 every week, right? Like, how significant is that in your portfolio or in your life, right? Doing that would give you 100 uh, like almost $200,000, and that would be like almost 4,000% return. Let's say you do that. Let's say for a specific time. Let's say this since this time, 2013. Let's say you do that since 2012. This is that if you started in 2012, right? That would give you $600,000, right? But let's say you do 100 a week. That's like $6 million, and you do that for 9 years, six million, almost $7 million, and you would be up 14,000%. So this is a signal here, and you have to understand that Bitcoin price is a I don't the Bitcoin price is it's an exponential function, so it's an exponential function. It's not like linear, right? So this is the fiat price. When you invest in saving, this is your saving right there, just going like flat, right? So you're not improving in the green line, but Bitcoin go up and down over time. But here's it: it's going up like over, like what I mean. It does the swings all along the way, but the trend is up, right? It's not like a technology, fresh technology that just come up, and then hey, this technology, you're gonna have a lot of users, and those users gonna bring value, and then boom, and then it go like Facebook way, right? And then nobody wanna use it anymore. It's go off fashion, no, because every single day Bitcoin get upgraded. Every new miner upgrade Bitcoin. Right? Every new app upgrade Bitcoin. Lightning upgrade Bitcoin. Terra will upgrade Bitcoin. You see, so this is what we would understand. It's like Bitcoin doesn't care as a protocol. Bitcoin is the main thing. This is why I think Bitcoin will defeat AI, because AI will need to work for money, but Bitcoin is the money. But so that's why AI will work for Bitcoin. You see, so our only way to fight against AI is Bitcoin. So that's why I see most people don't understand this. I don't understand. Like, it's like, what's so complicated? It's like, it's simple, because it's the thing, the difficulty adjustment, the math, right? Like, I think like the most powerful thing, the difficulty adjustment. That's the only thing I had to understand about Bitcoin. Once I get that, like everything else is just noise. You see what I mean? So, um, anyways, I hope you guys get it. I wanted to make this video a long time ago, right? But because of the noise, the so many distractions, and I didn't have the time to make it. But I hope you guys, you know, take something from this. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm just gonna, what did I miss? I'm just gonna check. Okay, so this is just the issuance, right? This is a graph. It was it's 50, right? 50 Bitcoin every block. They drop at 25. Every like 4 years, drop. So until it goes to zero, right? So inflation rate. So, and this is why it's so funny when people are talking about fixing inflation, and they never talk about reducing the money supply. So it's so funny. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. This was Pie Cover, and I'll see you again, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, thank you very much for listening. And shoot me some stats if you find value into this. And by the way, before I leave, Ghana, this is the last country that just got defaulted on debt, under debt. So that's another country. That's what Bitcoin protect you from. Overnight your money is worthless because the country made a stupid decision or something wrong. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoy.